Well, let's take you back outside and down to Salem. You can see the lights of the Capitol shining brightly. There is no rain yet. There is a lot of rain in the forecast, 45 degrees there right now. Here's the satellite imagery. You see the high clouds spilling over, high pressure to our south and west. And every now and then we get a weather system rolling on in, and it's going to be more of the now as opposed to the then over the next several days. See, there's nothing really happening here, but we widen the view. And there's a lot of moisture streaming around here, and that's all going to be riding up and over the jet stream and then pouring into the northwest and bringing us rain. But unfortunately, it's going to be a warm rain if you're looking for mountain snow just yet. Okay, this is going on. We've got a full moon tomorrow. It is called the cold moon in December. It's a full moon, obviously. It's also a super moon because it is full when the moon is at its closest point in its orbit around Earth, which is not circular. It's more of an oval. So every now and then those two, the time of fullness and when it's coming closest to us, coincide, and that's what a supermoon is. So it's a little bit bigger and a little bit brighter than your regular moon, right? But it will cause extreme tides because of the fact that it's a full moon and it is a supermoon too. So let's look at the tides for Astoria. 10.6 tomorrow, and then another 10.6 on Friday afternoon. There's another high tide in the middle here. I skipped those two because they're not as extreme as that low or that high. But you get the idea here. Whenever you get the tides up over 10 feet, those are very high tides. And the difference here is what, 11, 12 feet between the two. So again, extreme high tides, and that's why we have a coastal flood advisory up for minor tidal overflow along the Oregon coast, because the water level will come up a little bit above sea level in places that are low along Highway 101 may flood. This is not unusual. We see this happen whenever we have extremely high tides coinciding with because of the full moon. Also, beach hazard statement because the sneaker wave threat continues as the storms out over the Pacific still generating some big swells, and every now and then one is bigger than the rest and sneaks up on people and can be a problem. Okay, rain tomorrow. It'll taper off at times. We'll get more rain coming in as we go into Friday and Saturday, perhaps a little bit of a break on Saturday. But then if you look at the overall total accumulation of rainfall over the next several days through just Saturday morning, about an inch in the valleys and several inches in the Cascades and Coast Range. Unfortunately, that will not be snow. The snow level just too high because of the proximity of that warm air mass to us. Now, it gets beat down a little bit at times. Snow level may drop to 5,500 feet or so on Saturday, but it's not low enough, long enough to really give us some big accumulations. However, if this pattern develops like this at the end of next week, this is a great pattern for heavy snow in the Cascades. The models have not been consistently showing this pattern developing, which is why I'm not fully convinced that it'll happen. But if it does, then this could potentially get some of our ski areas open, not this weekend, but by next weekend, at least in a limited fashion. So we'll hold out hope for that. And you can see the snowfall totals at the end of next week do pile up to 20 inches or so in the Oregon Cascades. So again, at least there's a little bit of hope out there, and hopefully it stays with us. 44 degrees right now, freezing level at 6,800 feet. So again, it's on the high side. Okay, cloudy, areas of fog overnight, rain tomorrow with a high of 48, and then we jump into the 50s for several days into the rest of the 7-day forecast. The highs are all well above average and in the 50s on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Best chance for some dry time would be Saturday and then again on Monday.
All right, lots of rain, no ski season, not yet.
Not just yet.
It's coming.
It'll come.
Thanks, Matt.